What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to your next cast. In today's video, I'm going to be fishing with this. It's a mini tube made by Strike King. Now, I'm beginning to start a series of videos where I want to catch fish on lures that I've never caught fish on before. And so if you're a fan of this channel, you might know, or maybe didn't know, I've never caught a fish on a tube. Well, let me not say that. I have in my lifetime, but since I've been actively fishing and re-engaged with the sport, 2-3 years ago, I haven't caught a fish on a tube at all, especially not here in Lake of the Woods. So today I want to fix that. So that's what we're gonna do. And what you're gonna see, ooh, that was a really nice cast too. Going forward is that I'm going to do more videos where I fish with lures that I've never fished with before and try to catch fish on. Now today's an interesting day because it was supposed to rain, or it's supposed to be raining right now. It's a 70% chance. So I wasn't even gonna come out, but then I was like, there's a 30% chance that it won't rain, or it'll just be overcast like this, and maybe it would be a light shower, and that's perfect because I love fishing in that weather. But we're out here. It is 6:15. We're gonna fish for a little less than 2 hours. We're gonna fish till probably right at 8 o'clock. So I'm not actually trying to break this day up into quarters like I normally would. I'm just out here enjoying the good weather and taking a mental break and hoping I can catch a fish on a tube. I'm also curious to see if it works because I'm fishing it like I normally fish the single tail grub that I use. I'm using the same type of a jig head. It's almost the same color and really almost the same size. So I'm curious to see if a fish, or if the fish here will respond the same way that they respond to that lure. And that was a perfect cast. Came right by the leg of a dock. And nobody wants it. Nobody wants it at all. This is where I wish, I might alternate just to see, because I really wish I could see if I throw a single tail in there, will I get a bite immediately? I'm gonna try it, just to see if there's a clear difference between the two. And maybe there's nothing there. And that was a pretty good cast. Not as good as the first one, but good enough. You know the crazy part though, is I actually feel different. Like as soon as I picked up the single tail grub, I actually physically felt different. And that's what people mean by your comfort lure or your comfort bait, something that you're so comfortable with that you actually feel and fish differently when you fish with that lure, and you catch more fish because you feel more confident. I know that might sound weird to those that might not fish that are watching this, but it is a very true thing. If you feel comfortable and confident with something, you will most likely catch more fish with it. So like you might try to fish with this same setup I have here in Lake of the Woods on docks, and you might be like, man, I can't catch a fish to save my life. Like I don't know what it is. But it's because a part of it is anyway, because I'm so comfortable with this lure and this bait. And that just takes practice and experience. Once you get comfortable enough, you'll throw it like crazy. But that's why I have to stick with the tube, so I can get that same level of comfort with that lure. And that's the life lesson for today. A lot of times we don't stick with something because it's uncomfortable, it doesn't make us feel good. But a lot of times in that uncomfortability is where the growth is. That's how you get better. So even though it might be hard, even though it might be uncomfortable, stick with it. You are bound to learn a new skill and gain a new insight that you didn't have before. Which is what I'm hoping happens here. bite, guys. Yay! There we go. Got a fish on the tube. Largemouth bass. See if we can get you a close-up in there, buddy. On the tube. Not a big guy, but that's our first fish of the day. Nice way to start it off, and that only took roughly 7 or 8 minutes, I think, to get one. Nice. Let's get him back in the water. Wow. Nice jump. So it's proving that maybe the tube is just as effective. That's a bite, guys. I think that's a bite. Got him. Yep. This is a bite. Not a big guy. There's our second bass on the tube. That guy out right there. Tube fish. I should get a picture of this with my camera, but not. They're small though. It's the only downside. They're small. And I'm not catching them as fast as I normally do, so not a great thing. We're gonna keep rolling though. Keep drifting on down. Ooh, that's a big one. Got him. Okay, tube. Okay, tube. That's a nice one. Stay there, buddy. Stay there, buddy. Stay there, buddy. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Stay calm. Ooh, it's peeing. That's great. See, it's peeing. Let's get him peeing off the side of the boat. So. Wow, that's a nice one. Whoa. Whoa, come on, buddy. It's a nice fish we got on the tube. It's a decent size. We're actually gonna weigh this guy because I think it might be close to 2 pounds. Hopefully my GoPro doesn't die on me. But that's what I would be expecting. And maybe fish are just now starting to get into a biting mood, but oh man, it says 115. 115. I'm gonna try it one more time because I really feel like this fish is too. It bounced between 2 and 115 again, but landed on 115. So that's what we're going with. 1 pound, 15 ounces. Nice one. Our third tube fish. But that's how it happens sometimes, guys. That's a fish, guys. Got him. Crappie. Get this hook out of him. It's pretty crappie. Let's get him back. Oh, crappie, sorry. All right, gang, we're gonna aim to get one more with the tube, and then we'll probably head back, maybe try to experiment with a couple other things, but we will have met our goal for the day, which was just to come out with the tube and get comfortable with it, catch some fish with it. So I now have another alternative to what I normally throw. Finally, there's a bite. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Got him. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Another tube. Caught him almost the exact same way. All right, 3 bass, 2 crappie. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's get this guy back in the water. Well, we have made it all the way back up the lake. We are headed toward the ramp. We've got about 3 or 4 more docks we're gonna fish, and then fish this rocky area, and then we're gonna call it a day. I would just like to get one more bass out of here. If we could end on a bass, that would be a really good thing. Got one, guys. Big one, too. That's a good size. Yes, we get to end on a fish catch. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lay down, buddy. Lay down, buddy. Lay down, buddy. Lay down, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Woo. Yes. That single tail grub comes into play right there at the end. Woo. This is a beauty. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a beauty of a fish and a most excellent way to end the show at exactly 7:50. Let's get this out. Boy, how's that in your mouth, buddy? Get this out of your mouth, buddy. Bingo. There we go. This guy's kind of beat up on the other side. This guy is 2 pounds for sure. Might be 2.5. Let's just give a quick read on him. I'm thinking it's around that 2.5 range. 2 pounds, 12 ounces. Almost a 3-pounder. And this is a most excellent way to end our time together. We're gonna put this guy back in the water. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Your Next Cast. Remember, even on tough days, stick with the plan that you get out there with. If you pick a lure that you want to fish with, stick with it. Good things can happen, even though I caught that with the single tail grub, but you know what I'm saying.